Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about another very interesting topic. So if you caught one of my videos last week, I discussed how Donald Trump, the President of the United States, actually wanted to start banning violent video games, and particularly mentioning things like GTA, Call of Duty, games where you can do violent things inside. And we know GTA 5 in particular has a lot of that. And I don't want to rehash all of that video. If you do want to watch it, I'll leave a link to it at the end. But basically, I said that it was ridiculous that media and the United States president would blame tragedies that occur in the world on video games. I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. Now, there's actually been an update to this story, and I didn't think there was going to be one. Apparently, Donald Trump is actually pretty serious about the violence in video games and potentially even banning video games like GTA 5. Like I said, there's been a big update to this story, and right now, when I'm making this video, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is meeting with video game industry leaders to discuss violence in video games. However, what's even more interesting is Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive are actually involved. So one of the participants that's actually talking to the President of the United States is Strauss Zelnick, who is the former chairman of ESA, but now currently the Take-Two Interactive president. He's the boss. He's the guy in charge. Now, once again, if you don't know where the relationship between Take-Two Interactive is and Rockstar is, Take-Two Interactive is the parent company, which means that Rockstar is under their umbrella. Everything that Rockstar does, they sort of have to run it by Take-Two Interactive first. Now, other attendees include Robert Altman of ZeniMax Bethesda, who are known for making games like Doom, Wolfenstein, The Elder Scrolls, and Fallout. And of course, Rockstar is there, and they've made extremely controversial games like Grand Theft Auto and Manhunt, and you could even throw Red Dead Redemption even to the loop as well. Even though that doesn't take place in modern times, it's still about being a criminal and being an outlaw. So it's pretty interesting. So Strauss Zelnick, CEO of Rockstar, will be attending the meeting. I would say that Strauss Zelnick is going to be representing us, fans of video games, fans of Grand Theft Auto, against opponents such as members of Congress, and I would even say the president himself, who is more recently known to blame gun violence that has been happening in the world on media such as films and video games, in particular violent video games like Grand Theft Auto. And as I mentioned earlier and in the first video I did on this subject, I certainly don't want to get into the politics or the law of it, but there has been not a single link found between violent video games and risk of violence in real life. Not only has it been proven in studies, but it's been found valid in law as well. Like there's been Supreme Court rulings that suggest this is not the case. So this all started last Thursday when White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders told reporters that Trump planned to meet with members of the video game industry to see what they can do on that front, referring to violence in the industry itself. Now, the ESA, who is the Entertainment Software Association, has also spoken out on this. They've said video games are plainly not the issue. Entertainment is distributed and consumed globally, but the United States has an exponentially higher level of gun violence than any other nation. That was their official response. I touched on that in 2011, lawyers successfully argued to the Supreme Court that a California law criminalizing the sale of violent video games to minors, something not on the books for violent movies or other entertainment, violated the First Amendment. The Supreme Court actually agreed. And what's kind of interesting, if you've been following my videos for a while now, you might know who Jack Thompson is. So Jack Thompson is the attention-hungry, disbarred lawyer who has waged a crusade against video games since the 1990s. So apparently this guy was trying to get in on that meeting, but he's not one of the people that's going to be meeting with the president and other members of Congress. So you don't have to worry about that crazy guy, putting some spin on this and trying to bring down video games like he's done really for like the last 20 years. So if there are any updates to this story, I will try to do my best to either update the description, maybe put out something on Twitter. If it's significant enough, which honestly, I don't think there is going to be any significant updates. What I think this is just due diligence that's being done by the United States president. And I think he's just having a meeting with these reputable game developers and heads of companies to just sort of figure out what's going on. I don't expect there to be any changes made. Video games are protected by the First Amendment. As I mentioned in my first video, just because you do something in a video game doesn't mean you instantly become that in real life. Like playing FIFA doesn't make you a soccer star. Playing a cooking game doesn't make you, a world-class chef. Playing Guitar Hero doesn't make you a rock star. So it's things like that. You can't make those connections. But I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. And this is definitely one of the most interesting things of all time because I don't think something like this has ever occurred before. A meeting of the minds between video game developers and the President of the United States. It's a very interesting time we're in right now. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. I'd love to hear what you think of this situation in the comments down below. What do you think is going to happen of this meeting between Take-Two Interactive's boss, Rockstar Games Parent Company, Strauss Zelnick, and the President of the United States? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next video.